what is a good impact position? You know what? I think we've all lost this. We've all lost the direction of what we're actually trying to do with this golf club at impact. And I remember this. One of my first ever golf coaches said to me, the most important 6 inches in golf away from the brain are those down at impact. So as that ball's leading into the golf ball, that point of impact, and then after. I'm going to show you today how to line that shaft of the golf club and your lead arm up at impact. And I got the help of, well, these were a wrap up for Christmas last year. It is my dog Daisy, and the reason why I've chosen this, it's a long sock. It's got her ball in it. And it's really going to help me explain this to you. Welcome to a brand new video. I'm Alex and I'm a PGA golf professional. As I said today, I'm going to show you how to line this golf club up at impact. Now let's get in those comments. What is one of the craziest, strangest, weirdest wrap-ups that you've ever had at Christmas time? Come on, my dog socks have got to be up there, haven't they? What you are going to learn today is one of the moves that all the top players in the world do correctly. And that is why they're up there. But I think we just sort of lose focus on how we actually achieve this. So the move that we're trying to get out of our golf game is lining that shaft up before the golf ball. So have a look at this slow-mo, me hitting one away. If I pause this slow-mo here, you can see how the golf club and my lead arm are all matched up prior to impact. Okay, now watch this shot of me hitting one away where I'm not trying to line it up too early. I'm trying to keep the angle for as long as possible. You can see how my lead arm, my left arm, and the club head are now matched up after impact. That is what I'm going to show you and how to achieve that today. So essentially what we're trying to get out of, and this is a pitfall that a lot of golfers fall into as club golfers, is this area. We're going to lose power. We're going to lose forward shaft lean, we're going to lose quality of strike and club face control. And you can really see how this shaft is all lined up with my arm too early. What we're trying to achieve is line it up afterwards. So all jokes aside, we've got the sock out here now. Okay, so if the ball at the end of the sock represents our club head, the main bit of the sock represents our shaft, and our arm, well, represents our arm. If we had our arm swing back and we stopped, well, look what happens to where the golf club or the sock and the ball line up with our lead arm. It's somewhere here. Now, if we learn to move the body correctly, now look where we get this whole ball, sock and arm to line up after the golf ball. Just take a closer look at these slow-mos. The first one, you can see here my arm stopped prior to impact, the club's worked out, the sock and the ball have lined up with my arm prior to hitting the ball. Now look at my second slow-mo. You can see how my golf club and my body, arm and sock have all matched up after impact. Now that is what we're looking for you to create. We're looking for you to be in a position like this on the way through. So it requires these simple. I think for many of us, actually just being aware of what we're wanting to do and letting gravity work correctly after the golf ball, not happening too early, is a big thing. We're now aware of our concept and the direction in which we want to take our swing. We can now start to put this all into practice, feeling as though we can achieve this after the ball, not this lined up prior to the ball. Now the first thing in order to access this technique is just a little bit of a grip check. You don't realise as a club golfer how important this is, but think, if you were doing any form of manual labour or you were doing anything that required your hands, what you were holding and the implement you were holding, your grip would have a massive effect. I think this for us is sort of towards the bottom of the stack. So all I want to say with this is just make sure that the golf club is in the fingers and the meaty parts on top. This just gives us our leverage, okay? This allows us to use our wrists and have the correct mobility, or actually have some mobility, whereas in the palm, it's really reduced. And that can lead to this lining up early. So this is the drill I want you to use. All you're going to need is simply just your correct grip and 2 golf balls. Really nothing more than that. I'm going to ask you to feel as though you get into a position where your shaft's all lined up, okay? And well, how did I achieve that? Well, my hips opened, my hands went ahead, I lined it up. Right, that's where I want to be. I'm going to ask you to swing past the ball, go where you want to get to, and then we're simply just going to hit some shots away, half shots, really feeling and concentrating on lining the lead arm and the golf club up here, moving the body, as opposed to here. It's a simple way of actually getting this to become a better aspect of your golf swing. It's mad, isn't it? When you go and hit that punch shot sometimes, it really feels compressed. Well, that's just simply why. You're getting it lined up later, not earlier, because your brain is telling you we want to take some loft off. Well, lined up too early is going to add a significant amount of loft. Lined up later is going to take loft off, i.e. the punch shot. Now, hopefully, by now you're really starting to feel a lot more comfortable with what you're trying to create in your golf swing. I've said this to many golfers, and just having the correct concepts of, right, okay, I don't want it to line up here, I want it to line up here, it's just a real groundbreaking point. So, this is the drill. We're going to hover our club head just above the golf ball. We're going to open up the hips, hands ahead, match it up. We're going to swing back and pose and exaggerate this position. So watch me right here, just like this. Just like that. So you can really see I was exaggerating, lining it up afterwards. So really feeling I'm dynamic with the body into this position, as opposed to being a little bit lazy with the body and more active with the arms. I really think that simple punch drill is something that I want you to do. Take a look at this slow-mo. You can see I'm hovering the club just above the ball, opening the hips, extending through. Now look how open my body is, and in posture. And then we move back and hit through. This is just a fantastic way to bring these elements into your golf game, and a simple drill for you to achieve lining that shaft up after impact, not prior. Great way to really start to compress your irons like some of the best players in the world. Thank you so much for watching today's golf instruction video here on Alex Elliott Golf. Do hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button and that thumbs up button too. It really helps me, helps this channel grow, and I look forward to joining you tomorrow at the same time. Thank you.